In today's video, we're going to be talking about some ways that you can learn your letters with your littlest ones. We're doing alphabet toddler activities. And also in this video, I have a giveaway that is sponsored by Safari Ltd. They have some new products that I cannot wait to show you that work really well with learning your alphabet. Hey you guys, it's Christina from the Purple Alphabet. I wanted to take a step back because you guys requested so many times, and to be honest, because my kids are a little bit older now, I don't have a lot of things that I used to use with my kids when they were babies and toddlers. But you guys requested over and over again to do more activities for the younger kids, and so when I get the opportunity, I jump on it. So Safari Ltd sent me one of these new toys that they have in their line, and it's pretty amazing. It's called Bio Buddy Learning Letters for ages 1.5 to 6. So I thought this would be a perfect opportunity to show you some learning activities that you can do with this, plus some other ones too, and learning your letters. And of course, I'm going to have a giveaway on one of these, so stay tuned to the end for that. You guys, if you're new, I would love it if you hit the subscribe button and join the Purple Alphabet community. We do educational activities for kids and lots of ideas and inspirations so you can learn and play at the same time. It's pretty simple, it's fun, and it's really easy. If you're new, say hi below in the comments. I like to hear from you and tell me a little bit about yourself. And if you aren't new, leave me a comment. Tell me what's going on in your life and what kind of videos you want to see on the channel, because you guys always give me the best ideas. So now let's do the activities on learning letters for toddlers.
Gonna do some alphabet stuff today. So I am pulling out some alphabet stickers. Alphabet stickers can be found at the dollar store, the craft store, sometimes the Target dollar section. Here is some examples of ones that I've accumulated over the years, ones like that, or ones that are bigger like that. Take your pick of what you want. Then I have a piece of paper, or you can use a notebook. It doesn't even matter, whatever your preference is. A notebook is nice to keep track of progress. And I'm gonna take a marker, and I am going to just write the letters on here. You can write them in sequential ABC order. You can also write them all over the page. You can stick to one type of letter and maybe 2 letters at a time. I'm doing all uppercase, and this is just for sake of example, mixing them all up here on. Okay. Easy, guys. This is so easy. If you want to make this activity simpler, I would definitely recommend doing the sequential order or sticking to fewer letters. Remember, we're working with toddlers here. You don't want to get very complicated, or preschoolers, and you don't want to overwhelm them. So you guys know your kids best, so make sure to adapt to the level that they can do. You don't want to get too complicated and then have them get so frustrated. Then you give them their stickers, and then they get to find the letters and do the sticker match. Of course, now that I'm doing this on camera, I can't get the middle of my A out. There we go. So you find your sticker and they match it up to the letter. There's the letter A. Oh, I need a P. Where's the P? Where's the P? It's over here. I gotta get the P. And they put the P on top of there. Like I said, don't overwhelm your kid with too many options. Keep it very simple, or do fewer letters and watch them do the matching. Maybe it's just A's and B's, maybe it's A's and C's, whatever you choose, okay? So simple, very easy, and they like it because what kid doesn't like stickers? Stickers are great. Okay, I'm gonna use that same piece of paper, just the back. Very, I like the simple stuff. Easy activity to do. Write out your letters. I'm using it on paper. You could also do this on the floor. Get some masking tape and just cover the entire floor with the letter and find bigger objects. For this activity, I'm going to use some small objects. Now, these are a choking hazard. If your child is oral, do not use small objects like this. But if your child is not oral, you can definitely use these. I did with my children. They never put these in their mouths, but I do know some kids do. So just use your best judgment. You're the parent and use supervision. But now we are tracing the letters, and we're talking about it as we do it. This is the letter B. The letter B makes the b sound. And so when you talk about the letters, you can say other things that make that letter name, like boy, book, balloon. And you can ask your child to repeat you, to say the letter, to say the name. Now, if you're using something that's bigger in your house, maybe you decided to do the tape all the way across the floor, get building blocks or giant Legos or books or shoes. Things that are larger objects would work really well. I'm going to show you another example here. I have some wooden Jenga blocks from Dollar Tree, and these would work well as tracing objects. And you're just making the outline. Now at this age, we're not learning how to make the shape, but we're just learning to recognize the shape. So I wouldn't be too picky on the order and how they do this because we're not learning to write them yet. We're just learning to recognize them. And there is our letter B. Look to see what you have around the house. You don't have to use these. You don't have to use these. I bet you have something that can be used to trace a letter on a piece of paper or on your floor. If you have suggestions for this, put them in the comments so that other people can get inspired to do the same thing too, because your ideas are really good and maybe you have some things that I hadn't thought of and other people might have at home to use. If you have a dry erase board at home, those would be perfect for my next activity. I have one here. I got this from Daiso. You can get them from Dollar Tree. You can buy them pretty much anywhere nowadays. You could use a dry, like one of the sheet protectors for a dry erase. Those work really well. I'm going to use this mini dry erase board because I like the size of it. And if I can find my dry erase markers, here they are. And I have an eraser. Very similar to the stickers where you would write letters on here. Keeping it very, very simple. Can you circle the A? Find the A. Circle it. If you have a more advanced child, you can do different shapes and integrate some shapes. Can you put a square around the letter C? Or you can have fun saying, can you find the P and erase it? And they love to erase stuff. Can you find the X and erase it? Another variation on that. This is another one that you make as simple, as easy as you can. Like I said, if your child is new at this and they don't know all their letters, just start with 2 letters at a time. Can you erase all the A's? And they find all the A's and erase all the A's, part of the B like I did there. Something like that. Okay. Now they're not learning writing, but if you do have an older child that is learning writing, you can have them write the letters on the board. If you have 2 children, one that's older and one that's younger, have the older one write them and the younger one erase them. A great way to double your learning there with 2 children. Or more children. If you have a pad of Post-its, you guys, Post-its are your learning best friend. All you need to do is put the letters on the Post-its. It's of course best to look around your room before you do this, and then have your child go and label the object that has that letter. So since I'm not showing you my whole entire room here, let's say we had markers laying around. See how clever I was there? And then they would go and label that. Stick with simple letters. Do 1 letter a day for the beginners, you guys. Don't get too complicated and ambitious learning the whole alphabet in 1 day. Stick to 1 letter a week, 1 letter a day, whatever you want to do, and label things with, I just got marker all over me. Label things with the Post-its. The thing about the Post-its is that they come off and you can label something else later, do some more labeling the next day and reuse them, and they love to stick them on. It's just something about sticking and taking them on. They'll love that. I'm bringing out my clothespins with my letters on them. You guys can do this yourselves. It is so easy. Get a package of clothespins from Dollar Tree, or I think even Target has them. Take a black Sharpie and write your letters right on them. And this is a very simple thing you can do, and you can use them in many different ways. I have these letter flashcards that I've had for a long time that have been pre-printed, but you can make your own. I laminated mine. I like that they had the uppercase and lowercase on them, but you guys, you can use your Post-its if you wanted to, because they're already made and your child will not know the difference. I promise you. So this is a simple letter match. I have the lowercase on here and the uppercase here, but of course you would make yours correspond correctly for the little ones. Limit it to a couple letters. Don't overwhelm them. And that's just clipping them on the Post-it or clipping them on the card, whichever one you have, for a simple letter match. If you want to get more complicated, more advanced, you could do this as matching the uppercase with the lowercase. That's for a child that knows their alphabet. And you can get even more complicated and do something on words. For instance, this came with a whole bunch of words. I've showed you guys this busy bag before, and where you would clip it on the actual word to make a whole entire word. So see, these will go a long way. Definitely invest in these. It's a super affordable learning tool. Here is the Bio Buddy from Safari Ltd. This is the learning letter set, and they call this an echo toy. And the reason why they call it an echo toy is because of the materials used to make these. There's 36 pieces in here. They recommend ages 1.5 to 6. So there is a lot of learning that can be done using this one set, and you can have it grow with your child. We get one main platform from here. And then here are all the blocks, and then you're gonna have some stickers in here. They're inside your guide that go on your blocks. And then this little book tells you about the product and why it is an eco product. And so it talks about that in here, and then it gives you a little guide that you can use with your children. And let me show you what you can do with this, because I think this is actually really cool. So I'm gonna open up these and put my stickers on. Here we go. We have all of our letters on the white alphabet blocks, and then the colored blocks, they're on the side. So you can see that they're a little bit different. Now we can begin and do some playing with this. So obviously your very simple thing that you can do is stacking on your blocks and playing with them like you normally would this kind of interlocking block game. And they all fit right on there. This guide inside of here has some ideas that you can play with these too. One of them is a letter match on here, so you could just set this out and use this to match up your letters. You can do a letter hunt. You can just match them to the picture as you go all the way across until they're already filled. You can also put these in a bag and have your child close their eyes and pick one out, say the letter, and then put it on. Do a letter sound instead of saying the letter name. F goes there. Or you can try one of the activities over here. This one actually has a spot to trace the letters. You could color them if you want, and you can do the same thing with the matching onto the page. This one I like especially in the book because it's the phonetic sounds. So you would have to find the thing that says huh. So you'd have to find the correct letter to match up with the letter sound. So D for diamond, like that. I would actually take these and put them in some laminated pockets because you could definitely use this over and over again. Some other ideas for this is doing some CVC words. Okay, so let me do some CVC words here. If I find my A, here's my A, and now I put my T on here, and now I can find out which letters can go with this. So we know bat works, so I'm gonna put the B here. P works for pat, R works for rat. So CVC words are definitely a preschool or higher level activity, but if you were working on letter sounds, you could just put individual letters on here and work through your sounds. You can also do really easy spelling words. If your child's just learning the letter names, as you place in the blocks on, you would say the letter names, R, and you would be building, and maybe you're building with the letter A, for the letter F. It's just a fun way to create something while learning your letter sounds at the same time. You can also do it to where if your child's doing a review of all the letters, you can reward them by placing it on this board. So maybe they know this one. Oh, good job. So we're gonna put that on your letter board of letters you know. What other letter do you know? Oh, you know A? What sound does it make? Ah, okay, we'll put that on your letter board until you have all the letters stacked on here. They can put it on the board. They'll like doing that. This is a good opportunity to learn alphabetical order. So if you're working with your child, you could sing the ABC song and then work through and putting them all in the correct order. Anyone know where my C went? Where'd it go? There it is. And if you wanted to take some of the letters out and then have your child figure out where they go, so maybe these are the 3 that are left out, can you place them into the puzzle and tell me where they go for letter order? So they place them in there. Looks like I got some out of order, you guys. Why didn't you tell me? There we go. Now we're back in business. And then these are great because they have the letters on the other side. So when you're building, you can see them. Plus you have some colored block options. I also like the size of this, you guys, just because it's kind of compact. So I could probably put this in a restaurant kit and take this to the restaurant with me. It's not that high of a profile. It's not like the larger building bricks. And so it will actually fit inside those little boxes that I use. So those would be great for that, just to take it like this and to work on some letters. You can also sing the song and point to the letters like this, which I think is a lot of fun too. You can have your child point to the letter, show me the M, show me the S, show me the N. And then of course you guys can build with these. Just build and have fun making your own creations and stacking. And now for the giveaway details. Make sure you subscribe to my channel so that you can win one of these amazing Safari LTD Bio Buddy alphabet sets. Then down below in the comments, leave me a little note telling me how you would use your set with your child at home. I would love to hear your ideas that you have. Then go over to the giveaway link, which is in the description box, to officially enter to win. You must be 18 years of age or older and have a US postal address. I'm going to end this giveaway on the date shown on the screen, and then I will announce the winner in a video
shortly after, and you have 72 hours to respond to claim your prize. So be sure to watch. And of course, we have those extra bonus entry opportunities all throughout social media, and like this one on Facebook. It's just one of the opportunities you have to score some bonus entries, and you would enter those in the official giveaway link that's in the description box. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to click subscribe to see more videos like this and give me a thumbs up to show your love.